When you're ready to ride Metro, we want you to know we're ready for you. Here are just a few of the people at Metro to tell you how we're doing our part to keep riders safe.
We're cleaning like never before with hospital-grade cleaning.
You'll find hand sanitizer stations all over the Metro.
No mask, no Metro. Need one? We have a few extras.
At Metro, we're doing our part to keep the D.C. area moving. Find out more at WMATA.com/doingourpart.
Hi, this is Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome to No BS Job Search Advice Radio. This is my show that comes out daily with advice for job hunters that's designed to give you help, because job hunting doesn't have to be hard, difficult, painful, or take so long. So I try to teach you some of the skills needed to find a job, because they are different than the ones needed to do a job. And on this particular show, I'm going to talk with you about what the purpose is of a phone interview from both your perspective and from the hiring firm's perspective. It's a few good nuggets of information that I think will be helpful to you. And after you've listened to it, I hope you take the time to come over to JobSearch.Coaching.HQ.com. That's my site where I help people, I should say, learn the skills needed to find work and be able to ask me questions about job hunting, because each of your searches is different, and for most job hunters I know, you're asking the wrong people for advice. Friends, family, well-meaning individuals, even like former managers or managers of yours, colleagues, and they don't really know enough about job hunting to give advice about lots of situations. They've got opinions, but no real knowledge. So that's what I make myself available for on this website, JobSearch.Coaching.HQ.com. So I hope you enjoyed today's show. I hope you come join the site. And now, Jeff Altman, the Big Game. Let's go. I'm referred to as the Big Game Hunter because I've been hunting down leaders and staff for organizations for 40 plus years. Today's video is about the purpose of a phone interview, and I want to do it from both sides' perspective. Now, first of all, your side's easy. Your purpose is to get to the face-to-face interview. In 999,000 times out of a million, no one's ever hired on the basis of a phone interview. There are very rare exceptions, but usually a firm will want to meet someone before they hire you. So your job is to get to the actual in-person interview. And I'll give you a couple of suggestions for how to do that in a minute. The employer's perspective is, number one, they're trying to confirm that what piqued their interest about your background is actually true, that you have relevant experience. So they may have some questions in their mind as to whether your experience is relevant. There may be something that's causing them concern. Or they're looking for confirmation, which means they see your background is a great fit, and they're trying to confirm that by speaking with you. Now, really what they can confirm is a couple of pieces of objective information that comes through subjective questioning. Now, that sounds contradictory, but the questions that they use to evaluate involve some degree of subjectivity. Again, I'm going to get to how you can do your part of this most effectively in a moment. So the other thing that they can really evaluate is your energy level. Do you have passion? Do you have zeal? Do you have excitement for what you do? How does that come across in your voice? Do you speak in a slow, methodical, monotone manner that puts people to sleep? Or do you demonstrate a degree of enthusiasm or excitement? Now, your side of this, how do you demonstrate that you have some passion for what you do? How do you demonstrate that they don't have to worry about you, that you do fit the role? Now, there's two parts to this, and I addressed one yesterday. If the call is coming out of the blue, then what I want to encourage you to do is to say something along the lines of, and again, from a corporation, not from a third-party recruiter. If the call is coming from a corporation, I want to encourage you to say, I'd love to speak with you. Can we schedule a time a little bit later? I'm about to go into a meeting. I have an appointment. I want to give you full attention. So could we speak at about, and you offer up a time. Then you'll go back and forth and schedule it. understand that part of what you've now gotten from their phone call is who it is. You can reference your notes about the job that you might have submitted your application to. Or you can, before you jump off, say, could you tell me about the position that you're trying to hire for? And make them talk and say, thanks, I look forward to speaking with you at, let's say, 2 o'clock, whatever it is. Great. Then there's the call that's actually scheduled. And you now have a call set for 2 o'clock, for example. And they call, and you start off the conversation with, and remember, scheduling can come from a third-party recruiter as well as from yourself. So you start off the conversation by saying, I've spoken with Jeff Altman about the position. He gave me a brief summary, but I want to get your take on it. Could you tell me about the job as you see it and what I can do to help you? And that way, they're going to start off by talking about the position that they're trying to fill. And you'll get enough information so that when they start with, tell me about yourself, and all the follow-up questions that come from your answer there, you can tailor your answers to what matters to them. So again, the purpose of the phone interview is from their standpoint, is to screen you in or screen you out. They don't want to waste time with someone who isn't a fit. They want to confirm that you have the right background or get answers to a couple of basic questions that gave them hesitancy, but they were willing to give it. Pretty good show, huh? And how do you like the fact that there was an edit at the end where you don't have to listen to all this machinations of things that you need to do? I think it's much better, and I hope you do too. So I just want to say that if you like today's show, give us a great review in iTunes or Stitcher or whatever podcast service you use to listen to. And I do hope you visit JobSearch.CoachingHQ.com. Come join. I think it's a great service, and I'm there to help you. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I'll be back tomorrow with even more. Take care.
This episode is sponsored by Schwans.com. What are you having for dinner tonight? Good question. Schwann's Home Delivery has a solution for you. Stock up your freezer with high-quality frozen foods like premium meats and sides, delicious ready-made meals, ice cream, and more. No subscriptions, no memberships, just a friendly yellow truck that's been delivering food for almost 70 years. Listeners of this show get a special deal. Get 20% off your first order with code YUM20. Check out schwans.com/YUM for details.
Dunkin' is here to keep you running with a much-needed taste of normal. To work, home, or work from home, with the coffee you like just the way you like it. Whether that's a small hot black coffee, your daily 2 p.m. latte, or a bacon, egg, and cheese croissant and a medium iced coffee with oat milk, 1 sugar, 2 pumps of caramel, 1 pump hazelnut, a swirl of French vanilla, and a shot of espresso.
I call it my PM pep rally. You should really try it.
Whatever it is that gets you running, Dunkin's got you and always will. America runs on Dunkin'.